Today I am starting the last chapter of Gita, that is 18. It has total 78 verses, and I have segregated in a 7 to 8 verses of last chapter of Gita. Today is the verse from 1 to 11 here. Gita chapter 18 verse 1. Arjun said, O Mahabaho, O Antaryamin, O controller of senses, O Keshav, I wish to know the purpose, truth, and essence of Tyaga, that is renunciations, and of Sannyas, that is the relinquishment, the renounced order of life. So, here in this verse, Arjuna asking to Sri Krishna that what is the difference between the Tyag and Sannyas. Gita chapter 18, verse 2. Shri Bhagavan, the Supreme God, said, Shri Krishna here said to the Arjuna, the sages understand sannyas to be the renunciations of works with desire. Very vital things here for every human being. Renunciations of work without desire. You have not going to think about what result will come, but was totally engrossed in your work only. The wise declare the abandonment of the fruits of all action as tyaga. When you are not thinking about the result of that work, you are in the position of tyag of that one. Gita chapter 18, verse 3. Some philosophers say that action should be given up as an evil, and some people say that sacrifice, charity, austerity, and duty should not be given up. It should be done all the time. Gita chapter 18, verse 4. O Bharat Satam, hear from me now the definite principle about the Tyaga. O Purushrestha, definitely Tyag is said to be of three types. Here Sri Krishna explained to the Arjuna that how many types of Tyag are there. Gita chapter 18, verse 5. Sacrifice, charity, austerity, and penance are not be given up, but are to be performed. Making sacrifice, charity, and performing penance even purifies a wise man. This should be not be abandoned from our works. We have to go with all this for the purity of heart and mind both. Gita chapter 18, verse 6. O Parth, but these activities should be done without the desire of the fruits of the action and without attachment. This is my best and definite opinion. Without thinking about the fruit of your action and without any attachment with your work is definitely going to bring you to the divine aspect of the life. Gita chapter 18, verse 7. The renunciations of this prescribed duty is not proper. The renunciation of this duty through delusion is explained as tamasic. Gita chapter 18, verse 8. He who from fear of bodily trouble abandon actions because it is painful, thus performing a rajasic abandonment, obtain not the fruit of renunciations. Gita chapter 18, verse 9. O Arjun, O Parth, he who perform the prescribed duty as it is ought to be done and renounce the desire and attachment to the fruit of actions, his renunciation is said to be the sattvic, and that is the real guna of any human beings. Gita chapter 18, verse 10. One who has resolved all his doubt and is filled with pure intentions, such intelligent man of true renunciations neither hates disagreeable actions nor is he attached to an agreeable actions. The detachment from your action and abandoning yourself from the fruit's desire, making you the divine aspects of the life. Gita chapter 18, verse 11. Verily, it is not possible for an embodied being to abandon actions entirely, but he who relinquishes the fruits of action is verily called a tyagi. Whatever things, internal, external factors of the life, first you have to analyze yourself through the internally, and then you have to thought about that what the external circumstances are saying or happening around. And when you abandon these fruits from your minds of your action, you are in a position to be called a tyagi.